Hello, dear traders, and it's Alex Gerchik, the president of Gerchik Company, and today we have our usual levels, prices, making money with the Gerchik Company. And the usual stuff, we start with a euro dollar and the levels that we had before. I already installed myself MT4 terminal from the company, so the prices are going to be the same as you have. Our previous levels was $1.12, and we said if the $1.12 level, which is right here, I already did it for you. If the $1.12 level will be higher, we can go all the way to 114. Our day for the webinar was the 15th of August, and as you can see, on the 15th of August, it was below 112. Once it broke 112, it went all the way up to 113.66, just a little shy of 35 pips from a 114, where we was initially forecast. As you can see right now, it's a very strong levels for the euro dollar. It's a 113.66, 119, with very important level, and right now the low of the range is 111.30. If the 111.30 is going to be broken to the downside, we're going to go straight to 110.70 and then to 109.80. And if the upside is going to be to the broken to the upside, we're going to see 113.67. That's towards the euro. So you can see the levels, you can see the prices, and you can work with that. The next one is a Japanese yen. Japanese yen, before we were looking for 0.981. And as you can see, it did work out very well. Right now, we put the levels. It's a high top of the range. It's a 106. That's what the price is right now. It's a very important level. If we're going to stay above 103, right here, above the Japanese yen, we can go all the way straight up to 106. It doesn't have any mid-ranges levels. And if it's going to go to the lower level to 102.6, usually in these levels, it's going to be an accumulation. It's going to go all the way down to 100.696. That's what it is. So top of the range 106, middle range 103.30, middle range 102.65, and all the way to the low side, it's 100.696. That's the low side of the range. Another one is a New Zealand dollar. A New Zealand dollar, before we were looking between 0.7, 0.73. It did work out excellently, as you can see in August side, but New Zealand dollar right now have a problem. We're looking for the New Zealand dollar to stay above or below the level. If it's going to stay above the level, as you can see, it couldn't close above the level. If it's going to stay above the level, we expect New Zealand dollar go to the high side. And if it's going to go and close below 0.7379, it's going to go all the way down to 0.7298. And then if it's going to go break the lower side of the level, it's going to go much, much lower. British pound. British pound, we were looking to buy above 128. It was a level above 128. If you can see, it did work out very well. Now what you can see in a side of the British pound. A top side of the range, which basically was developed today, as you can see, it's confirmed. 1.33756. It was the top of the range. Low side 132.78 right here, as you can see, and all the way lower side is 130.591. If British pound managed to close above that level, then we have basically a possibility for the British pound to go higher. If British pound is going to go below this level 132.78, we're going to go all the way down to 130.591. For now, if it's going to be accumulation right here at the low side of the level, all the way here, that's the British pound has a very big chance to go and break to the upside. Australian dollar, I'm sorry, Canadian dollar. Canadian dollar 0.76, 0.78. As you see, it has a very strong levels, two of them. My advice to you, don't trade in between, because that's where you're going to lose money. Try to trade from the ranges. Top of the range, bottom of the range, middle of the range. It has enough of movement. So for now, what do we see? The Canadian dollar right now can only be bought from this level or sell short below the level. And if it And if it's the middle of the range, if it's going to break middle of the range, it can go higher. And from the top of the range, it looks like a sell. And if it's going to stay above the range, it's going to be on the long side. My advice to you, look for the levels only. Australian dollar, very high range, as you can see right here. High top of the range, low top of the range. 0.74919, 0.76479. If it's going to go above, we're going straight up. If it's going to go below, but don't trade in the middle. As you can see, it doesn't have any middle ranges levels. So only trade from the this 200 points, very large range. Gold. That's what the gold looks like. High range, high top of the range, 135.6. Middle range, 135.35. As you can see, it was very big consolidation. And the low level is a 1312 right here. So as you can see right now, you cannot do anything with gold until it's going to get to this level, 133.5, or to this lower side of the level. And this is all the way at the top. That's what the gold looks like. Another favorite, oil. As you can see also, oil right now with a very tight range, 44, 46, 48. That's what it is. And it's not because it's a round number. That's what it looks like. Lower side 44, 46, and 48. That's exactly what it is. High level, middle range level, and low side. Obviously, if it's going to get here, it's going to go short. If it's going to get here, it's going to go long. If it's going to break 0.46, it's going to go much higher. Dear friends, as you can see, right now we're working MT4. You can see all of our levels. You know, where it's not advised to buy or sell anything, it's just advised to look at this level. It's been Alexander Gerchik. All the best to you, and have yourself a nice day. Thank you very much. Trade with Gerchik Company. If you have any further question, you can basically shoot me an email at a.gerchik@gerchikandcompany.com. It's Alexander Gerchik from Gerchik Company. And all the best. Make money. Stay in green.